Standing with our back to the San Petronio in Piazza Maggiore, we're looking northwards. To our right is the little street down which we went to Santa Maria della Vita, and further to the right was the university. Looking across to the north is Palazzo del Podestà. Now in the southwest corner is the Palace of the Notaries, and looking across the front of the cathedral to the west edge of the square, the Palazzo Comunale. There in that centre is a bronze statue of Pope Gregory XIII. That's the chap who fiddled about with the calendar and lost everybody 12 days of their lives. And if we move further down, we are now in Piazza del Notturno, which forms an L shape with Maggiore. There is Neptune's fountain with some of his friends. That's a neat trick. Oh, we're looking up northward now, up Independenza, and there's Palazzo di Re Enzo. So we're now looking eastwards towards the leaning towers of Bologna. We've moved along that street a little, and there's the bendy trolleybus, and another look at the front of San Petronio, and looking down towards the towers. We've now come right down Via Rizzoli to the Piazza di Porta Ravegnana, in which are the two towers. There are 500 steps to the top of this one, or so I am told. There used to be 180 of these, but these are the last two. We shall see shortly the Chamber of Commerce, Italian Gothic, built 1390, there it is, and we're now going to set off up Strade Maggiore. Walking down Strade Maggiore to the east, we are following the line of the Via Emilia. The street is lined with characteristic Bolognese palazzi dating from the 13th to the 19th century, a recent one having been built for Rossini. The arcades stretch all the way to the Piazza dei Servi and the porticos outside the church. Santa Maria dei Servi, considered to be the most attractive Gothic building in Bologna. Perhaps we should not assume too close an interest between the church and the Carabinieri, because of this office located, as near as I can see, in the church. If we now just take this short street towards the north, we shall be on Via San Vitale, just in time to see a pendibus go through one of the old city gates. More palazzi, and a little further down we are in Piazza Rossini, where we could find the conservatory where Rossini studied from 1807 to 1810, and the Romanesque church of San Giacomo Maggiore, begun in 1267. And yes, we have restoration. Now the arcades in Bologna even attach themselves to the sides of churches, and if we go through that arcade to the back of the church, we shall be in Piazza Verdi near the Teatro Comunale, the Civic Theatre. Now wait a minute, I think I can hear could it possibly be, I think if we're very careful and very quiet, and if we just move a little to our left, we may be lucky enough to just spot yes, a small group of South African drummers who are actually advertising their show, with which they are touring, well, Bologna at any rate. And this is the University Church of San Sigismondo. Now we're heading back now towards the town centre, and if we just walk up Via Jerusalem, we come to the San Stefano group, which is a curious little group of 5 old small churches which seem to me, and I hope this isn't sacrilegious, though it's probably illegal now, seems to me like one of those museums where old buildings are collected together. We've got Santo Stefano, San Sepolcro, Santi Pietro e Paolo. We've got Crocifisso and the Trinità. They're all little old dark churches, remind me very much of what I imagine early Christian churches were, dark and secret. As old as they are, they still apparently were using recycled material from as far back as Roman times. One of them is built to look like what they imagined the Holy Sepulchre in Jerusalem to look like. And the cloister at the end contains Pilate's bowl. I think that might be it there. Quite nearby is San Giovanni in Monte, a church of very ancient foundation, although the present building dates from 13th century. It is Gothic, and the facade is Venetian Gothic 15th century, and yes, restoration. Now could that be, it looks like, yes, that Michelangelo at work. Now when it rains in Bologna, there's always somewhere to shelter. And when the rain eases off, it's only just down there, and we'll be back at the 2 towers.